Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video here on TEKKIT 2. I wanted to go ahead and make a clip here just because I went ahead and listened back on some of the footage from the last one, and I realized that my mic was entirely too close to my face, so I apologize for the kind of like loud booming sound, but I'm working on positioning my mic in a better way, so I apologize for that. And I also just wanted to let you guys know, make sure you guys come check out the server. This is Baco Networks. I'll leave the IP down below, but make sure if you guys want to play with me, join the server. Also, another thing to keep in mind in the video is that I didn't really cover hybrid bees as much as I would have liked in that clip. But the thing is, once you're actually utilizing your beealizer, which again, that's another thing I didn't really cover. But in order to craft one, I'll show you real quickly. The beealizer, if you don't know, the analyzer, sorry. If you don't know, it's going to be tin, 4 tin, 2 panes, a diamond, and 2 redstone. And the reason you want to make a beealizer is because once you can throw your bees in there, you'll put them right here, and it will show you whether or not they are hybrid or full-bred bees. For instance, like if I threw that in there, I can now see that it is in fact a Meadows cultivated, hybrid bee as opposed to just a straight Meadows bee. And one of the things that I didn't exactly cover in that clip either is that you can use these bees to make other bees still the same way. However, you may end up with another hybrid in the process, and you may not actually get the bee you want. So that's why it's best to just stick with those full-bred bees. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first video in the TEKKIT 2 series. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about the 2 most important bees in the forestry mod and why you need them. So a couple things for today's video. I've got the stuff laid out in chests. Just to save us some time, we won't actually be using these apiaries, but the apiary is actually what you need to in order to breed these bees. So you'll need to actually take them and throw them into an apiary. One will go here and one will go there, and it will combine them into the queen that you're actually looking to make. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it. To save time, like I said, we're going to use these chests, and I've got signs on them as well to help you guys. So the first 2 bees you're going to be combining is the Meadows and the Forest bee. That will go ahead and give you the common bee that you'll need. Next, you'll take that Forest bee and you'll combine it with the common bee. That will give you a cultivated bee. Another thing I want to mention is that in this tutorial, we're going to be utilizing drones because in order to just save time, I don't have that many princesses. But you'll need a princess and a drone in order to actually make these bees. Just keep that in mind, like we did here on the first one. We actually used one princess and a drone. But next, you're going to take that common and your cultivated, and what that's going to do is give you either a noble or a diligent bee. If you get that noble bee, we're going to keep going down this line. If you get the diligent bee, hold on or just put it to the side, and we'll get to that next. So in this one, we're hoping we get that noble bee. We got the noble bee. We're going to combine it with a cultivated bee once again, and that's going to give us a majestic bee. We're going to take our majestic bee and we're going to combine it with a noble bee, and that will give us our imperial bee, which is right here. So that's the end of the first line of bees that we're hoping for. The imperial bee will give you that royal jelly, which again, we'll get to that, why the reason you want that in the end here, but that's what that'll give you. Next, we're going to talk about the industrious bee. So in order to get the industrious bee, same process in the beginning. Your meadows plus your forest get you a common. Your forest plus your common to get you a cultivated. And then your common plus your cultivated. And this time, we're hoping for that diligent bee. So if it gives you a diligent bee, you'll be able to combine that diligent bee with a unweary bee. Well, I'm sorry, as I was saying, diligent plus cultivated. I was getting too far ahead. Diligent plus cultivated will give you that unweary bee. You take that unweary bee and you combine it with another diligent bee, and that will give you your industrious bee. The industrious bee is going to give you that pollen that you'll need as well. So as I say that you'll need, the reason I say that is in order to make scented paneling, you need a pollen cluster, and a royal jelly, and some beeswax, which normal bees and any kind of bee will pretty much give you, and these wood planks. So we've got our freaking pollen right here, and then our royal jelly from the imperial bee. So I'll demonstrate some of the recipes that you can see for that. Like I said, so we got it right here, but in real world, the reason you need these things can be right here. So sorry, that's the center feature right over here, carpenter, right? So we've got it in the carpenter right now. We've got our royal jelly and our pollen. Obviously, the pollen seems to be harder to come by than the royal jelly. It seems like they make a lot more. But right here is how you make your impregnated casings. You need to make sure you have seed oil in there, which I don't at the moment. If I grab my pipette, I think that's how you say that. Throw some seed oil into that bad boy. It will start making them. But yeah, see, that's your free impregnated casing. Then for these scented, or sorry, as I said, the scented paneling, you'll just go ahead and wrap that around your impregnated casing to actually make it, which I don't have one right now doing so, but that's essentially what you'll do. You can do that in a regular crafting bench, actually. You don't even need to do that into a carpenter. But one of the things I will say is, in this tutorial, make sure that when you're breeding, you don't end up with a hybrid bee. Because when you have these hybrid bees, anything can happen pretty much, right? So you could breed this to the next level, and it might give you another hybrid bee, like a cultivated meadows or a cultivated noble. Some examples of those I'll show you here next. So make sure you guys stay this far in the video. I hope you guys didn't just exit out once I showed you that. But some of the examples you can have is a forest growing hybrid, depending on the bee you breed. A meadows forest hybrid. I don't think I have any more in there. Yep, so these are going to be more high tier bees, but still the same. You could end up with a common, diligent, majestic, noble, all these different kind of hybrid bees. And the thing is, you don't want to necessarily avoid those, but I would just be weary when you actually breed your bees together that you don't breed your purebreds all the time with your hybrids, because what will end up happening is chances are you may lose that purebred bee, and it may become another hybrid bee. However, if you're looking to breed out some of the traits, such as night vision, night working bees, nocturnal bees, then you can go that route as well. So like you might breed a rocky bee, which lives in a cave and can work at night, with a meadows bee to try to get that meadows bee to become nocturnal, which that works, depends from time to time. But sometimes you may want, let's say, a imperial drone, and the only thing you would have is, or let's go back to this example. Let's say you want a majestic drone, and you only have these majestic noble hybrids. You could take your majestic, let's say this is a purebred princess. You can combine your purebred princess with a drone right here, and you would be good to go. Because chances are you may get a full majestic princess, or you may end up with another hybrid. It kind of just depends. But that's the end of today's video. If you guys enjoyed, or if you have any other questions, make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.